You're watching CarTell.tv and I'm Jenny. Subscribe to the channel. Today I've got my hands on the long-winded CX-60 G40E GT Vision all-wheel drive.
Now Mazda's trying to move into the premium space, so let's see if this one's more than just a fancy CX-5, and if it stands out or if it's just another same as every other Mazda kind of deal.
First impressions on design, it's a Mazda. It really is a Mazda. So easily definable, and it's definitely not breaking any new ground.
The design is sleek, sure, but from the front you could easily mistake it for a CX-5. Mazda's really leaning into the whole one-design-fits-all strategy, which makes it hard to tell their models apart sometimes.
But it is still a nice design. I can't deny that.
Under the hood, it's got a 3.3-litre turbo petrol engine with a mild hybrid tech that pumps out 187 kilowatts of power and 550 newton meters of torque. And even though mild hybrid sounds slow, this thing is actually very quick.
I mean, actually surprisingly fast. It's one of those cars that feels really quick without trying too hard.
You get up to speed quickly, but you don't hear a lot of noise while doing it. Very Mazda, very refined.
How's the drive? It's fantastic. Mazda really know how to tune their cars.
Mazda really knows how to tune a car's suspension. It's smooth, responsive, and handles corners like a dream. I'm a big fan of how it feels on the road, but here's where it stings a little. On a full tank, which is 58 litres, you're only looking at around 550 kilometres of range. Mazda gives an average fuel consumption figure of 7.4 litres per 100 kilometres. If you want to opt for a little less thirsty alternative, there's a plug-in hybrid CX-60 with an average 2.1 litres fuel consumption per 100 kilometres.
For a large SUV, that's not great, especially if you're planning long road trips. You're going to be stopping for fuel more than you'd probably like.
But there are other options in the lineup, so check out what matches your needs. Inside, things are really premium. You've got nappa leather, maple wood trims, and this really nice 12.3-inch digital display.
So infotainment is controlled by the control dial. Again, not a new thing, but something I just think that is super user-friendly, very ergonomic. I like that, I don't have to move my hand. My director would have preferred to have a touchscreen as an additional option, but he's got very long arms. Another thing, the cup holders are very small and the bottle holders are not huge. That I would have liked to be bigger. We're thirsty Australians.
Still, it's a comfy space to be in with heated seats that will keep you cozy in any weather.
And while again, it's not breaking the mold, this interior has that premium feel and that Mazda refinement where, yes, it's tried and tested, but it's just the details, the materials, the user-friendly position of things. I mean, in my book, it's really nice. So the back seats are pretty luxurious. I mean, definitely very comfortable. But one thing with Mazdas is they put a lot up the front, like under the bonnet, and it does remove a bit of the space in the back. So this seat is pushed back for quite a tall person, and I'm a relatively small to average size person. There's not a lot of leg room. That's what I'm trying to say. We have got 2 USB-Cs, heated seats, and there's also PowerPoint, so you can do your ironing if you haven't done it in time. And in the armrest, which is actually difficult to get down, there's no tab, so I will bitch that. Cup holders as per standard.
Let's talk tech. You've got wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is great, but the screen itself isn't touch-enabled, so you're stuck using Mazda's rotary dial, and honestly, it feels a bit dated. Now, Mazda's loaded the CX-60 with a bunch of safety features, and while I love safety, I don't love the lane keep assist with this one.
It makes this weird little bleep bleep noise every time you drift a bit. So I would be turning that feature off ASAP.
And after a while, it feels like you're being nagged by the car. If you're like me, you'll probably be turning off that feature pretty quickly.
Okay, let's get to the price.
The entry-level Evolve starts from $56,990 drive away. The GT trim with the Vision Luxury package will set you back around $67,000. It's not cheap, and it's another sign of Mazda positioning itself as premium. But that price tag pitches it against Japanese and Korean luxury rivals, as well as European brands.
So it's competing with some really big names here, and even though it's really nice, I'm not sure if it's enough to justify that premium price tag.
So the CX-60, is it worth it?
So if you're a true Mazda aficionado and you want the mostest of Mazdas you can muster, this may be an excellent choice.
The driving experience is fantastic and the interior is definitely premium. Let's face it, the design is really nice, but there's nothing unique or really surprising about it. So if you're a classicist, you're gonna love it. But if you're looking for something that is that wow factor and a little bit different, you're not gonna find that here.
Thanks again for watching CarTell TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and drop any comments below. We love to read them, and we'll see you next time. Peace.